Have you ever walked into a room and completely forgotten why you were there? Or maybe you've struggled to recall a name or a word that's right on the tip of your tongue. If you're over 65, these little memory slips can feel frustrating, but here's the good news. You can do something about it, and it can even be fun. Music, something most of us already love, isn't just for enjoyment. It's a powerful tool to keep your brain sharp and your memory strong. Think about how a song from your past can instantly transport you back to a moment, like dancing at a high school prom or singing along to the radio on a road trip. That's your brain at work, and we're going to tap into that magic to boost your memory. In this video, we're diving into 5 simple ways you can use music to tune up your brain after 65. These aren't complicated tricks or expensive programs, just practical, enjoyable steps you can start today to keep your mind vibrant. Whether you're a fan of Elvis, Beethoven, or even today's pop hits, there's something here for you. Let's jump right in and explore how music can become your memory's new best friend. First, let's talk about listening to music mindfully. Now, I know what you might be thinking. I already listen to music all the time. But mindful listening is a little different. It's about giving music your full attention, not just having it play in the background while you're washing dishes or scrolling through your phone. When you listen mindfully, you're engaging your brain in a way that strengthens memory. Studies have shown that focusing on music, really noticing the melody, the rhythm, or the lyrics, activates parts of your brain tied to memory and attention. It's like a workout for your mind. So how you do it? Pick a song you love. Maybe something like Frank Sinatra's My Way, or a classic hymn that brings back memories. Sit comfortably, close your eyes if you like, and just listen. Notice the instruments, the way the singer's voice rises and falls, or even the emotions the song stirs up. Try this for just 10 minutes a day. You might be surprised how much sharper you feel. One viewer, Mary from Ohio, shared that she started listening to her old jazz records this way, and she swears she's remembering names and dates better already. You don't need to be a music expert to make this work. Even if you've never thought much about music before, just pick something that makes you happy. The key is consistency. Try setting aside a specific time each day, maybe right after breakfast, to sit and really listen. It's a small habit, but it can make a big difference. And the best part? It's relaxing and fun. You're not forcing your brain to memorize lists or solve puzzles. You're letting music do the heavy lifting. Now, let's move on to our second way to boost your memory with music. Singing along. There's something special about singing, whether you're belting out a tune in the shower or humming quietly to yourself. Singing engages multiple parts of your brain at once: memory, language, and even emotion. It's like a full brain workout. When you sing, you're recalling lyrics, keeping up with the rhythm, and maybe even tapping your foot to the beat. All of that activity strengthens the connections in your brain, especially in areas tied to memory. Plus, it's a mood lifter. Ever notice how singing a favorite song just makes you feel good? That's because it releases feel-good chemicals like dopamine, which can reduce stress and help your brain stay sharp. You don't need a great voice or a karaoke machine to try this. Start with songs you already know by heart. Maybe something from your youth, like the Beatles or Patsy Cline. If you're not sure about the lyrics, look them up online or pull out an old CD booklet. Try singing along for a few minutes each day, maybe while you're cooking or driving. If you're feeling social, invite a friend or family member to sing with you. My neighbor, Tom, who's 72, told me he started singing along to his old Motown favorites while gardening, and he's noticed he's quicker at remembering his grocery list now. It's such a simple habit, but it's powerful. Singing doesn't just help your memory. It brings joy to your day. So, we talked about mindful listening and singing along, 2 easy ways to use music to keep your brain sharp. But there's more to explore, and the next ideas are just as exciting and doable. Let's keep the rhythm going and dive into our next way to boost your memory with music after 65. Playing an instrument. Now, before you say, "I've never played an instrument in my life," hear me out. You don't need to be a professional musician or even to play before to benefit from this. Learning to play an instrument, even at a beginner level, is like giving your brain a supercharged workout. It engages memory, coordination, and creativity all at once. Studies show that playing music can strengthen connections between different parts of your brain, including those tied to recalling names, dates, and events. Plus, it's a fun challenge that can keep you feeling young and curious. If you've never played before, start simple. Something like a ukulele is great because it's affordable, easy to learn, and has a cheerful sound that's hard not to love. You could also try a keyboard or even a harmonica. There are tons of free tutorials online, or you might find a local community center offering beginner classes. Take it slow. Maybe learn just one chord or short melody to start. My friend Dorothy, who's 68, picked up a ukulele last year and swears that learning Somewhere Over the Rainbow has helped her remember her grandkids' birthdays without a calendar. Even if you used to play an instrument years ago, dusting it off can reignite those brain connections. Maybe you have an old guitar in the attic or a piano you haven't touched in decades. Spend a few minutes each day practicing, and you'll not only boost your memory, but also feel a sense of accomplishment. If playing an instrument feels like too big a step, don't worry. You can still get similar benefits by tapping along to beat or even air drumming to your favorite songs. The key is engaging your body and brain together. Try putting on a lively tune, like some big band music or a rock classic, and tap your fingers or clap to the rhythm. It's a small way to keep your brain active and your memory sharp. The best part? You can do this anywhere, anytime, and it's completely free. Now, let's move to our fourth way to use music to tune up your brain: dancing to music. If you love to move, this one's for you. Dancing isn't just good for your body. It's a fantastic memory booster. When you dance, you're combining physical movement, rhythm, and often the memory of specific steps or patterns. This lights up the hippocampus, a part of your brain crucial for memory. Even better, dancing to music you love can reduce stress, which is a big factor in keeping your mind clear and focused. You don't need to be Fred Astaire or Ginger Rogers to make this work. Even gentle swaying or simple steps in your living room can do the trick. Try picking a song with a steady beat, like a waltz or a classic like Sweet Caroline. Move to the music in whatever way feels comfortable, maybe a slow two-step or just bobbing your head and shoulders. If you want to take it up a notch, look for dance classes designed for seniors at your local community center or online videos that teach easy routines. My cousin Helen, who's 70, started doing a little line dancing to country tunes in her kitchen. And she says it's not only helped her remember things better, but also given her more energy for the day. If you're dancing with a partner or a group, even better. It adds a social element that's great for your brain too. The key is to make it fun and not worry about getting the steps perfect. Just move to the music and let your brain soak up the benefits. These two ideas, playing an instrument and dancing, are all about getting your brain and body working together in a way that's joyful and engaging. Music has this incredible ability to connect us to our past, spark creativity, and keep our mind sharp. There's one more way to use music to boost your memory, and it's just as exciting. Let's wrap up our journey with a fifth way to use music to sharpen your memory after 65. Creating music playlists with purpose. This one is all about using music to spark memories and keep your brain engaged in a deeply personal way. Think about how a single song can bring back a flood of memories. Maybe the tune you danced at your wedding or the one you played on repeat during a summer road trip. Curating playlists with intention can help you tap into those memories while giving your brain a gentle workout. The act of choosing songs, remembering why they matter to you, and organizing them engages your memory and emotions in a powerful way. Plus, it's a creative outlet that feels like a trip down memory lane. Here's how to do it. Set aside some time to build a playlist of songs that mean something to you. Maybe start with 5 or 10 songs tied to different moments in your life, like your first date, a family holiday, or even a tough time you overcame. You can use a streaming service like Spotify or YouTube, or even jot down a list if you prefer physical CDs or records. As you pick each song, think about the memories it brings up. Maybe Moon River reminds you of a quiet evening with your spouse, or Rock Around the Clock takes you back to a high school dance. My friend George, who's 67, made a playlist of songs from his college days. And he says just listening to it helps him recall details he hadn't thought about in years, like the name of his old dorm roommate. Try listening to your playlist a few times a week, and as you do, let those memories flow. This isn't just nostalgia. It's a way to strengthen the neural pathways tied to memory. If you want to take a step further, share your playlist with a friend, a child, or a grandchild. Talk about the stories behind the songs. That conversation adds a social layer that's great for your brain, helping to reinforce those memories even more. You could even make new playlists for different moods or occasions, like one for relaxing or one to get you moving in the morning. The act of creating and revisiting these playlists keeps your mind active and your heart full. Now, let's bring it all together. Music is more than just entertainment. It's a tool to keep your brain sharp and your spirit lifted. Whether you're listening mindfully to a favorite song, singing along in the car, picking up a ukulele for the first time, dancing in your living room, or curating a playlist that tells your life story, these habits are simple, fun, and powerful. They don't require fancy equipment or hours of effort, just a little time and a love for music. The beauty of these steps is that they fit into your life, no matter your schedule or energy level. Start small, maybe with just a few minutes of singing or dancing each day, and build from there. You'll be amazed at how these little moments add up, helping you feel sharper, happier, and more connected to the memories that matter. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What's a song that brings back a special memory for you? Or maybe you're already using music in a fun way to keep your mind sharp. Share your story. If you found these tips helpful, give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more ideas to live your best life after 65. Your memory is like a muscle, and with a little music, you can keep it strong and vibrant. Here's to tuning up your brain and enjoying every moment along the way.